Hello, my name is Tony Litt. I'm the MD of Sunrise Radio, and it's my immense pleasure to bring you the official Sunrise Radio podcast. We are the #1 commercial Asian station in the United Kingdom, with many firsts to our name, and we continue to be the voice of British Asians who have given us their love and loyalty over 30 years. It's a legacy we cherish and a responsibility that we don't take lightly. Our aim has always been to entertain the listeners with the best of Bollywood and Bhangra, while also addressing their concerns. A real voice for the community, a vibrant community, and a great nation. We are proud to be British and Asian. This podcast is a compilation of some of the things we do on the station, with a stellar lineup of presenters who each have their own personality and style. It's entertaining, informative, engaging, and we hope you will enjoy it here as a podcast if you are unable to tune in to the radio. Don't forget to subscribe and tell your family and friends about this podcast. And do leave us a comment on what you think. We'd love to hear from you. All the best always. Team Sunrise.
The UK's biggest station mix. Sunrise Radio.
Hi, this is Anushka Arora. As always, lovely to have your company for the Sunrise Radio podcast. And this week, I have another special guest on the show. My very special guest in the studio, Mohit Chauhan. Welcome to Sunrise Radio. How are you?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm doing good. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for being here, Mohit. It has been a long time coming, I feel like. We play your songs all the time.
Right.
There's so much love towards your voice, your music, your songs, and I'm just so happy that you are here today. So
Thank you so much.
Welcome. It's really lovely to have you here. So Mohit, congratulations on 25 years.
Wow, thank you so much.
25 years. How are you feeling about that?
I know, it feels amazing, and how time flies.
Yeah.
I still remember when I started and I was working on my first album with my band called Silk Route.
Yes.
And 98, our first album got released. And now it's, 25 years later. And I just want to thank everyone out there who've been listening to me, who've been blessing me, who've been giving my music a whole lot of love. So thank you so much for everyone,
Oh, that is absolutely exceptional. Now, I think let's take it back. Let's take it back to when you first started out. Tell us a little bit about how music happened to you.
Well, I don't know. Music happened to me since I was really small. I think it just was a gift, that, was given to me by the divine. I did not learn any music. I studied science in college.
Yeah.
I did BSc. My schooling college was BSc. And then I did my master's in science in a subject called geology. And but music was always there, and during my later years of college, I also started doing a whole lot of theater. So I was doing a whole lot of acting. And so arts was my scene, I also used to paint a little, sketch. I still love doing pencil sketches. So my soul was inclined, even though I was studying science and towards arts. And so at one point of time after, I got a little pressure from my parents, that you finished your studies now, what you going to do now? And I was trekking up and down the hills. I love the mountains.
Mountain life, isn't it?
I love the outdoors.
Yeah.
So then my parents said, now you got to do something. So I took a bus and came down to Delhi, to a big city to try my luck, And a lot of people ask me that why didn't I come to Bombay straight? I could have started on.
Yeah.
But I came to Delhi and I hung out in Delhi for a few months. I met a few friends. And somehow, somebody suggested that why don't you make some jingles for, products and, like you have jingles for things on TV commercials.
Yeah.
So, in fact, when I came here, Sunrise Studio came to my head because my first jingles that I made were for Sunrise Radio.
How amazing.
This was I think, must have been 93 or 94, So, at least 4 or 5 years before my album came out.
Yeah.
So my jingles got me my first paycheck.
Mm-hmm.
And then more work happened. And during that time, I was composing my songs, my original stuff, And then because of my jingles, because it was music, I met a whole lot of musicians in Delhi.
Yeah.
Became friends with a few of them. We formed a band. And then our first album came out in 98. So that's how it all happened.
That is absolutely incredible. And here you are today. I mean, I think, Mohit, you must have seen a lot of changes in the music industry over the years.
Yes.
How does one sustain themselves we're 2024 now?
Right.
How do you sustain yourself over the years?
I think one thing that carries you through is the passion for what you do and how much time you spend on it. And there's some amount of luck that also comes into play. But I think apart from that, it's also how you do your things, how you make a mark of it, so that people remember you. Whether it's your style of singing, your style of music, your originality, basically, and you're not following anybody else, you're making your own path. So I think that's really important for an artist to sustain for a long time, so that you have your own little thing, and whenever people think about that, they come to you.
Yeah.
And nobody can replace you because you are you. So for an artist to be original, to be passionate, and to keep at it is the secret, I think. Yeah.
And talking of songs that we all remember, I'm going to play this one from Jab We Met. I think a big favourite, even up until today. Like you say, it's the songs that you just still remember, don't you? I mean, It's been many years since this movie got released, the songs. I just still remember watching this movie in the cinema and thinking how beautiful this song, Tumse Hi, from Jab We Met. And you have a little story behind that song. So tell me how that song actually came about for you.
Okay, the story is that, those days, every couple of months, I would do a whole lot of songs in Bombay.
Yeah.
And then rush up to the hills to hang out in the outdoors.
Yeah.
With my acoustic guitar and with some friends. And at one point of time, I started getting calls from Pritam Dada, the music director of this song.
Yep.
And I think he kept calling me for a few months, I think 3-4 months, 3 months maybe. Every 2-3 days or 5 days he would call me and I would never pick up the call.
Busy hiking.
Very busy.
Away.
I was busy in the hills, lighting a fire, playing my guitar, looking at the stars.
That actually sounds like heaven, by the way.
Pitching my tent.
That sounds lovely.
So for 2-3 months, and then one fine day I, came back to Delhi, and then was about to go to Bombay when I got a call from Imtiaz Ali, the director of the film. And so he said, "Hey, what's happening and where have you been? We've been really, really trying to get in touch with you." So I said, "Oh, I don't know. I was like in the hills and, I'm really sorry, but what's it all about?" So he said, "Oh, we got a song and, for this film that I'm making called Jab We Met, and please come to Bombay and record this song for us." So, even today, Pritam Dada laughs about it. But I was so lucky that they waited for me for like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Because Bombay is a very, very competitive place, and nobody really waits for anyone. And I was lucky that even today, people love this song so much.
Oh, we do. We absolutely
So this
do.
song has come down generations, actually.
Yes, absolutely.
So, that was funny,
And how would you say your relationship with Imtiaz Ali has kind of travelled over the years? Because you've done a lot of work with him.
Yes. So after this movie, we had a certain kind of tuning happening between us.
Yeah.
And there was a comfort thing, and we could hang out and talk and laugh and, So then I was, singing songs for him for almost all his films. And it culminated with Rockstar, the big thing.
Oh.
And then after that, I did Chamkila.
Yeah.
I did 2 songs in Chamkila.
Yes.
And I also had a little, acting thing, couple of dialogues with Diljit Bhai, in the film. So with Imtiaz, I have a great tuning, and I really respect that guy, and he makes such lovely movies.
Yes, he does.
It's always great to be part of them,
Now, Mohit, moving away from the music side a little bit, let's talk about some of the other stuff you do. You are actually a cultural envoy of Mongolia to India.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so I had gone to Mongolia on an invitation by the Mongolian government for a cultural convention over there. And over there I met, people over there and people from the government, higher up people, and also many artists I met. And and I also was collaborating with some Mongolian musicians. So somehow the Sarkar of Mongolia decided that, I could represent Mongolian culture in India,
How lovely.
to promote cultural connection between two civilizations. And it's also, I think, the 61st year of India and Mongolian friendship,
Wow.
And we have a great connection also through Buddhism. And Mongolian people have a huge amount of respect for our land, and that's where Gautam Buddha, the Lord Gautam Buddha, was born and everything. So there's a whole lot of love and affection. A lot of students come from Mongolia to India. From India, a lot of people go to Mongolia. So I, have been collaborating with Mongolian musicians. They have great tradition over there of music. Their folk music is really beautiful.
Yeah.
And also, going to Mongolia is really amazing. Mongolia is something that is on a bucket list of people.
Yeah.
It's a very mysterious kind of a place, where not many people have visited. So, if, anyone's interested, you guys should go to Mongolia. It's a beautiful thing. And, one thing I really love about Mongolia is outside the city, it's open land.
Yeah.
The steppe, and rolling grasslands for hundreds of miles, And the only thing you'll see is a really open sky, like a bowl of sky on top of you. And you have wild horses
Wow.
and camels, running around on these grasslands.
So beautiful.
It's an amazing place. It's an
So
amazing
beautiful.
place,
That sounds amazing. And also, Mohit, you spend a lot of time feeding stray animals as well.
Yes.
Tell me how you got doing that.
Okay, that started in COVID times.
Okay.
Everything was shut. No one was allowed outside. Streets were empty. Everything was empty. So where I live in Delhi, close to my place, there's a huge sort of a forest, city forest. And there were about 350 or 400 dogs over there and other, animals living. So one point of time, and dogs, especially living on the street, is difficult because they don't really hunt, and they are dependent on humans for food. They're very friendly, and dogs have been living in close proximity to humans for the past 25,000 years now, so really close to humans. So some people came and told us that, there were so many dogs living over there and it's difficult for them. So we started, me and my wife and other family members, her sisters, we formed a team and we started going and feeding those dogs over there every day. And once COVID was lifted, then we had a team, like a lot of people from my staff. So there's food that comes in. We go and feed them every day. Even today, they must have been fed.
Oh.
And I also take care of their neutering, their medical. And, I had one Labrador dog at home, a beautiful doggy called Ginger.
Oh.
And we really, really love her. And, but now we have about 17 dogs at home.
Wow.
And all of them are stray dogs, or community dogs that I call them. And they were like small pups who went to the doctor for an injection, for some treatment. And the doctor said, don't leave them in the jungle right now because, they won't be able to survive. So we kept them in the house and then you fall in love with them and then they never go back.
Wow.
So from one, I have like 17 doggies
That
at
is
home.
amazing.
Yeah, living in 2-3 houses.
Oh, wow.
And so we need a whole lot of staff to take care of them. But I'm really, really happy that they live with me because, they make my day. And I love them, and when I'm in Mumbai, now I sing my songs quickly, I do my meetings and start missing all of them.
Yeah.
So I quickly rush to Delhi and I meet all of them and I hug them and they lick my face, they're really
So much
amazing.
love. So much love.
Yes, so much love. And they're very inspiring,
Yeah.
It's unconditional love. So that is one thing, if you realize, they also teach you a whole lot about life.
Yes.
And I like to learn from them, So the love and the loyalty they show, and they also have a great amount of sixth sense, So, and they are great protectors. So, it's beautiful to have them around. So
How
that's what I do. And I would also like to, each one is different, but I would love if people out there show compassion to animals, especially living on the street, because, we are humans, we have a whole lot of stuff happening for us, but the animals, can't really do a whole lot, and with so many people, so many cars, so many houses, so many buildings, civilization is just expanding. They need, place and comfort, so we can give it to them. So please be compassionate, to humans as well as animals, and that's, according to me, is good karma.
Yes.
And good karma always comes in handy.
Always.
I believe that,
Yep.
I believe that if you do good karma, one day, if you get into trouble, health-wise or anything, your good karma will come and soften the blow for you.
Yes, absolutely.
It does happen. I really believe in it.
Very
so
wise
please go out
words,
and be
sir.
compassionate. It's a very human thing to do.
Absolutely. So, Mohit, I think a very exciting question is, can you tell us about anything new that you're working on that we can hear from you over the next few weeks, months, years, days?
Okay, so I'm working on my second solo album now.
Oh, lovely.
And, I'm going to start releasing my songs, I think probably another 10 days or something. My first song is going to be out. And I'm also collaborating with, artists from Mongolia, somebody from some other countries also. So looking forward to a whole lot of exciting stuff. And apart from some movie songs that I'm singing and composing, a couple of my very, very beautiful songs are going to be coming out, which I've sung in Tamil.
Oh, wow.
So,
Wow.
a lot of stuff to look forward to. And that's about it.
Well, exciting times ahead.
And I'm also looking forward to recording some stuff in London.
Yes. Oh, that'd be great.
Go into a studio and strum my guitar and sing a song.
Oh my God, I'd love to be there for that. I would love to watch that in action. I really would. Mohit, now before you go, just a quick message for everyone that's listening to you today on Sunrise Radio. A little message for them, perhaps?
Oh, okay. I would just like to say maybe, peace and love. Just be peaceful, just be calm, just be loving, just be compassionate. And smile and make everyone around you smile. No need to hurry, no need to worry.
How lovely. How lovely is that, Mohit? And before you go, there's no way I'm going to let you walk out of the studio without singing a few lines of any song that you would like to sing for our lovely listeners today.
Okay, so I'll sing 2 lines of a song. That's from my last album, Fitur album. So this song is inspired by the mountains, O maaye ni meriye shimle di rahein chamba kitni dur O shimle ni vasna kasoli ni vasna shimle ni vasna कसौली नी वसना चंबे जाना जरूर है माए नी मेरी है शिमले दी राहें चंबा कितनी दूर.
Oh my goodness, your voice is just something else, Mohit. Thank you so much for coming into the studio today. Thank you so much for giving us your time, your voice, and we really look forward to seeing and hearing everything that you have for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me part of your show.
Thank you so much.
Listen to our Bollywood queen, Anushka Arora, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. weekdays on Sunrise.